Hello, my lovely book friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be kind of fun, kind of cool, kind of fresh, I guess, to mix it up a little bit. So today is really going to be like a book update, like a bookish update slash reading vlog slash hang out with me type of a video. It's a little bit of everything, okay? We're gonna be reading, we're gonna be catching up because I feel like I have not done like a true catch up since January. That's crazy, actually. Whoa. So yeah, I literally just got home. I had to run to the grocery store after work to get a couple of things to make dinner tonight. Because I wanted something real specific. Like I have things to make dinner, but it just wasn't what I wanted tonight. So I went and got a few things to make what I'm really, really craving right now, which honestly has no real title, I think. I just know I really wanted some sort of a seafood pasta type of an ordeal. So we got everything we needed to make some semblance of that. But to start off, in order to make this process go a little faster for me, I'm going to change clothes. I'm gonna throw on my headphones and I'm going to cook. So you guys will see me actually cooking dinner. I probably won't talk to y'all while I'm cooking, most likely because I am hungry and it is 5:30 on the dot right now. So I wanna go ahead and eat. That way I can get settled on the couch and read for a little bit. This has really no one purpose. This is kind of a multi-purposed video, if you will. This is so chaotic already.
Okay, let's lock in and make dinner. So first things first, I need to get my audiobook squared away. Y'all know I love the Libby app, so I'm definitely using that. Normally I have it in my headphones, but since I was the only one home, I'm just playing it straight from my iPad. So currently I am listening to Beach Read by Emily Henry. I'll give you guys my thoughts on that once I'm done with the book in a separate video. I don't know if it'll be in a later reading vlog or what will be the case with this review, but we'll do that in another video. So that's what I'm currently reading now. By the time I'm cooking here, I'm about 75% done with the book. So I suspect I'll be done with that probably tomorrow. We'll see. Anyways, moving on to cooking. So I actually really love to cook. I find this to be one of my favorite things to do. I also really enjoy listening to an audiobook while I cook. For me personally, it's very important as a busy grad student and an employee, because I do work 2 part-time jobs, to still give myself the space to have my hobbies and to do things that help me relax and unwind, because I am a very, very, very busy person. And I know a lot of people talk about audiobooks not counting as books. They 100% count as a book. Your brain does not know the difference. There is a lot of research done about what you basically categorize an audiobook as. Is it truly reading? Is it not? It is. Of course, I respect people that don't really believe that or feel that to be the case. That's fine. But for me, audiobooks, for one, help keep me on track with my reading goals. And 2, as you see, I'm using my hands to cook, so I can't read right now. So yes, I'm listening to the book version, the audiobook version of what I'm reading. And that's just something I really enjoy doing. So for those that are busy or have been wondering, how do I read so much? Because I do get this question often. How do you read so much when you're so busy? Well, this is how, ladies and gentlemen. While I'm doing tasks like this that don't require a whole lot of brain energy, this is when I love to have an audiobook at the same time. I am decent at multitasking, depending on the task. So this is just a way that I like to multitask and get some reading done. So let's swap over and talk about the food real quick. So I don't really know what to title this other than I really wanted pasta with lots of seafood and veggies in it. So as you guys have seen me doing right now, I have a pan on the stove. I started with the mussels, opened those up, I removed them, created a broth with some water, butter, the remaining flavoring from the mussels, cooked down the onions, the garlic, what else? Bell peppers, and I feel like tomatoes. I knew I was forgetting something. Cook those veggies down. Then I'm going to add my angel hair pasta in a minute. Cook everything together. And then I'm going to add some more seafood. I'm going to add crab and shrimp and throw the mussels back in at the end and also top it with some fresh basil. Now, there's no rhyme or reason. I just make stuff, guys. Like, I'm not following recipes. I've never followed a recipe, okay? Even if it's something I've made consistently, it's because I either just learned it from watching someone else do it, like my mom or dad, or grandma, or I just concocted it in my brain and just make it sometimes. I don't know. I'm just not a recipe follower. For no real reason. I just make what comes to mind. And I also bought some breadsticks. I think you guys saw that. I bought some breadsticks. So I tossed those into the oven as well. Publix brand breadsticks are delicious, by the way. So that's what I put in the oven. They are so good. Also, in case I didn't say this, I did season the entire dish with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, just a tiny bit of paprika, and Italian seasoning. I think that's all I use. I can't quite remember, but I think that's all I used. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. And also it's important to season with each step. So there's like multiple layers to this pasta dish, right? We have the noodles, we have the veggies, we have the seafood. So it's important to season through multiple layers of the dish. That way everything is well seasoned throughout, instead of trying to season the whole thing at the end. It may not blend as well. But anyways, that's me. I'm done talking now. Those are my breadsticks. They were done. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up cooking so we can read.
So we're gonna start reading shortly, but I just thought we'd do some updates while we're sitting here eating for a little bit, because I do normally eat and read, but I have been reading a couple of things, so I wanted to give you guys some updates real quick. Gosh, that's hot. That's hot. Like temperature hot, not spicy hot. Try not to burn my tongue, but I'm hungry. And with the crab, yeah, man. This is good. Oh, I hope your dinner is good. I hope you're enjoying your meal right now. Because the way I just went fully silent trying to eat this, I hope you have that same feeling wherever you are, whatever you're eating. Okay, so before I keep stuffing my face, let's talk about books. Currently, I am finishing up The Gilded Years. This is a book I was hoping to finish for Black History Month, but I did not get a chance to do that. I'm on page 269, and this book will be done on page 372. So almost at 100 pages left. Very, very soon to finish that. I've also been listening / reading Beach Read by Emily Henry. I've been listening to this on Libby, and it is called The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. What a title, right? What a title. And it's by Jonas Jonasson. I don't think it was originally written in English, I think. I'm not really 100% sure, to be honest with you. But it's one of those books where it's very cute. If it was a book that I was literally just reading, like no audio, like reading the book, had nothing else to do, I would be bored out of my mind. But it's definitely a good background book. There are books that I think are good background listening books. Not to say that they're not important or don't have value, but there are some books you just don't have to think too hard about while following the storyline. And I feel like this is one of those books. But it's just this old man on his journey. I mean, the book starts off with he's about to go to his 100-year-old birthday party, and like everyone is going to be there, including the mayor, because it's like a big deal that he's turning 100. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to the party. So he literally escapes through a window, and it's his journey of him literally escaping and like meeting new people on his escapade. But also you go back in time and learn more about his life leading up to his 100th year. And I think that's really, really cool. Like that, these ads, man, I can't stand an ad. This is one of those books where I don't think the pacing makes the book. I think it could be a little sped up. I don't think it needs to be as dragged out, but I'll let it be. You know, it is what it is. But it's really good. So Gilded Years, I'm telling you guys right now, I have a feeling this is going to be a 5-star. It's feeling 5-star-y. Again, I'm right in front of the 100-page mark, so we will sit and wait and see. Other bookish updates. So yeah, February, like I told you guys in the wrap up, she came, she saw, she conquered, she's gone. So I didn't really film a whole lot, which means I really want to try at least, I don't want to make no promises, but I really want to try to be more present and to be more active on social media, which is so hard when you're trying not to necessarily be locked into your phone, but also like, it's just weird. Like, I'm just trying to find the balance, right? I'm trying to find the balance, but there are some review posts that I want to make. There's some reels I want to make. March is my birth month, so I really want to do a lot more, like, not focal point on me, like in a main character conceited type of way, but like just some fun things, like things I like to do. Maybe a Who is Amani video. I don't know. I'm just trying to think through some ideas. And obviously this is, and of course we can't forget this is Women's Month as well. So I really want to do things to highlight that as well. So I'm not really sure what the direction is going to be as far as content in March, but I'm really just trying to be creative with it and authentic and enjoy it and just have a good time, because there's no point in doing this if I'm not having fun. Like, this is not my job. I'm literally doing this for funsies, and it needs to stay that way, so I'm just really trying to think through like how March will go content wise. I have lots of ideas, but planning when, how, where, who, all the things, that's gonna be its own battle. But those are a few book updates. I'm really hoping we can finish Gilded Years, if not tonight, tomorrow, because I want to talk about it so bad, guys. I want to talk about it so bad. But I know part of this video is supposed to be a bit of a reading vlog, so I'm going to stop yapping now. I'm going to eat my food, probably another plate in a minute. I'm gonna read Gilded Years, and we're just gonna sit. We're gonna read. So you finish enjoying your dinner and reading your book. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Hi guys, just an update. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. I haven't moved. I had 2 plates of food, and then I was on FaceTime with my dad for a little bit, and then I had to check a few emails. But I'm still comfy cozy sitting here, and I literally have 20 pages left. So you know what we're about to do? We're about to finish the book. There's no way I'm sleeping tonight not finishing this book. Like, it simply must happen. It is so good. I cannot wait to talk to you guys about this. But my plan is in about hopefully 30 minutes, I'll be done with this, and then we can talk a little bit about it. So we're almost done. I'm so excited, and then we'll talk about it. We have to talk. All right, guys, so I finished The Gilded Years. I really have no words in the best way, in the absolute best way. This book, phenomenal. 5 stars, easily 5 stars. There is no way I can rank this book any lower than a 5 star. I'm really at a loss for words. For 2 reasons. 1, because I really am at a loss for words. And 2, I don't really even know where to start or where to begin or how to say anything I'm feeling, because I also don't want to... I want to be careful how I say things about this book, because I do like to give you guys an opportunity to read a book pretty much primarily blind, so that you can make your own conclusions and thought processes and so forth about books. But guys, this book was so amazing. Oh my gosh. This book right here was so good. I really was caught all the way off guard reading the last 3 to 4 pages. I was not. I've come to realize that books that are about, white passing are books I actually very much so enjoy reading. I like to read how they did that, and I'm fascinated by kind of the circumstances that led them to make that choice versus living a Negro life. Literally as it is set in that time period, it's, do you live as a Negro? Do you live as a white? Why are you doing that? What's your choice in the matter? Do you choose to live one way and not the other? Do you bounce back and forth between the 2 worlds? I really enjoy reading things like that, because that is such a real part of history that has shaped so many different lineages, of their choice, if they have one, if they had the ability to even make that choice of if they're going to live black or white or both. And those books are just so fascinating to me. I think I talked to you guys last about The Personal Librarian in the 24-hour readathon. I don't know if I actually ever talked in depth about it, deep about it. I know I posted about it and talked about it, but with you guys here on YouTube, I can't honestly remember how detailed of an account I gave of that book, but that also was a 5 star. The reason I actually ended up reading this book was because I was telling my friend how much I love The Personal Librarian, and he was like, you'll love this. And let me tell you something. He has never steered me wrong. So just to give you a little bit of background, just so you have an understanding of the book, if you've not heard of this one at all, it is about a young lady who is it just me, or did this video just get louder? So it's about this young lady. She is born to 2 parents that are biracial. And so luckily for her, out of her siblings, she is the most light-skinned. She can easily pass for white. Now, her brother can somewhat pass for white, but he has to kind of keep moving, basically he can't stay in one place for too long, because eventually people kind of start to get suspicious. And then her other 2 siblings are too dark, so they're not able to pass for white at all. Now, this young lady, Anita is her name. Anita is very, very talented. She's so smart. She's so brilliant. Her and her brother both are very smart. And this is the story of Anita's years in college. And at the time, Vassar College does not admit Negro students. So there are some colleges and universities that are admitting Negro students and women students at that. Vassar was not one of them. But as a young kid, Anita knew that was going to be the college she would want to go to. And so she had her support of her community and her family. She made a choice and said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And she knew the only way she could do it was if she passed for white. So this is detailing her college years passing as white at Vassar College. And she goes home to visit her families like in the holidays. So she doesn't do one of those lives where she has to shut her family out. She's white at school. She comes home, visits her family in her hometown where she can return as a Negro woman. I just feel like I was there. I love books that really transport me into the story deeply. Like I get deeply entrenched into the book and into the characters. That's how I know it's going to probably be a 4.5 to 5 star. This book was set, this is obviously historical fiction if you couldn't gather that already. It is definitely historical fiction. There are a lot of notes at the back of the book that kind of detail Anita Hemings and the fact that she is a real woman. She truly is. It's right here, actually. There is Anita right there. You know, you get to learn a little bit more about her as a person and what her history is. And that way you have an understanding of kind of where this entire story was pulled from, because it is based off of a true story. And so it's really cool. Like at the end, you can kind of go back and read about real Anita, and just you can see the comparisons and the contrasts of the story versus the real story of Anita Hemings, which so far are very similar. You know, there's some little things that I think most likely for the plot's sake and for the timing of the book's sake, you know, we had to just kind of cut out different details and some things that probably just didn't honestly make for a good book. I don't want to say it like that because this is somebody's story, but you know what I mean? Like just to kind of keep the flow of the plot going, I think that there were details that she kind of twisted. And obviously it's fiction, right? So we're not reading about real Anita. It's based off of real Anita, but nonetheless, it is really good. I do like how on the back of here, there are discussion questions. If you are reading this in a group setting, you do have plenty of questions that you can sit and think on, and you can talk through with others that have read the book. I love books that do that have like a discussion component to it. It's really cool because sometimes I'll read the questions just myself and just kind of think through like what would be my answers to these questions, right? Because these books really make you think. And I just absolutely enjoyed every moment of this book. Part of why it was hard for me to finish the book, not only because I was busy, was because I also just didn't want it to end. Like, to be very honest with y'all, like I was dreading the end low key because I really just love these characters so much. And though it was a story that it's exhausting to read at the same time because it's like, oh my gosh, Anita girl. But it's also just like, I didn't want to leave her. Like, I didn't want to leave this story. I didn't want to leave her. I didn't want to leave her family. Like, I wanted to stay in Vassar College with her for years. I never wanted to leave the college. And that's good writing. That's good writing when you feel like that, when you feel that deeply attached to characters. That's good writing. So yeah, this is my first complete read of March. I'm very excited. It should have been a February read, but like I said, we're not going to talk about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, this is good. I think what will be coming next down the pipeline for me reading wise, did y'all hear that? It is a Tuesday night. Who is making all that noise? I need to finish Beach Read by Emily Henry. That's for sure. And then I'm not 100% sure because I have some things available on Libby, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready to read them right now. I'm not even going to tell you guys what books became available on Libby because I don't even know if I'm just hit borrow or just put that on the back burner for later. I don't even know. But we're just going to sit. We're just going to sit and just let tonight be the night I finish The Gilded Years. Considering my camera just died, I think that's my cue that I need to wrap this up. I really hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. It was something different. I just wanted to hang out with you guys while I read. So I guess this is somewhat of a reading vlog, hang out with me type of a video. I'm not sure honestly what she will be titled, but this was fun nonetheless to hang out with you guys and finish The Gilded Years tonight with y'all. I had a blast. But you guys know the drill. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Bookstagram. Follow me on Book Talk. All those things will be in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video.